Attitude Broadcasting presents BSS Carolina with your host, Rocky. JPP, not only are you a giant, but you're a dummy giant.
Giant dummy.
You'll be in the same unemployment line as Steve Clifford. New job, Release Roberts. Linsanity's a hornet. They call us hockey experts. Easy.
You know who the next Jordan is? LeBron. It's not his fault. It's just because I like playing devil's advocate. Never again. Hall of Famer. Tannehill. Game over. Don't worry. I'll wait. We've all said it. None of us are hockey experts. I guess we are. We're beating hockey experts.
And big shots.
PJ Harrison. Rudy Gobert. JPP. What a dingling. Linssanity. I said better. I didn't say good. Roy Hibbert. What a dingling. If Duncan gets the 7 rings, not his fault. With Jordan, you got plenty of money. Get you a driver. Bump that. Side pieces. Side pieces. Ronda Rousey.
You can listen to the show on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. And follow us on Twitter at BSSCarolinasMLBShow7-22-2016. Welcome to BSS Carolinas, everybody on Periscopian or Periscopians. Hopefully we have some now that we got a good internet connection for this show. On today's show, of course, I am Rocky. Joining me today is Big Shot BBB.
Man, we got to get rid of this IT person. Our IT person is not doing their job.
Yeah, I've got to get with Randall. Okay, come on, man.
Joseph Randall. You getting the Joseph Randall Dummy of the Week award. We just renamed it, and our IT person is getting it.
Randall, come on, man. You got to have our IT connection set up good before the show. Come on. But we got a good show for you today. We got our Sunshine Players of the Week. We got 2 words for you and Bon Voyage. I know I got a Dodger I got to say goodbye to. Listen to the show, and I will tell you who towards the end. Some bad news there. But let's start off with a little bit of baseball news. Cardinals scouting director sentenced to 46 months in jail for hacking Astros computer system.
That's messed up, man. 46 months. Woo!
46
and
months.
he really didn't hack it because he had the password. I mean, whose fault is it they didn't change the password? I know he was no longer employed with the organization. 46 months? Wow.
There are people getting off with a lot more than this. I mean, 46 months for hacking when he had the password and everything else. We got people doing murder, rape, and other things getting off like probation. But we got this guy, 46 months for hacking?
46 months.
For draft purposes? Wait a minute. Don't they all do the same scouting?
I would think so. I don't know.
46
Maybe
months.
they thought his crime was 46 months worth of time.
We had 2 football players in Louisiana let off because they play football.
Not going to jeopardize these young men's career.
But we got this guy, 46 months in jail.
Huh?
The 2 guys in Louisiana had a gun in the car with 2 other people. By the way, I don't know if anybody heard the whole Nick Saban / Paul Feinbaum conversation. It was pretty funny. We'll have to get a clip for one of the shows.
But Alabama did suspend one of their offensive linemen. I don't think it was one that was involved
it
with
wasn't Cam Robinson. Yeah, so. He's still there. But anyway, I had to ask you about that real fast, what you thought. We'll brush on it briefly. The All-Star game was last week. The AL won 4-2, so they get home field advantage in the World Series. Eric Hosmer named MVP. He went 2 for 3 with a homer. I watched most of the game. It was pretty good.
The Kansas City Royals, man, they came in, they lit Cueto up quickly. And the American League never looked back. It was 1 point, I think it was the 7th inning or 8th inning. The National League had bases loaded, had a man up, could not drive in the runs, could not do it. American League wins again. They've been dominating this thing. The American League has all the bats. The National League has all the pitching.
But there's not enough hitting. I mean, you go to Bryce Harper, Giancarlo Stanton, these, but they don't have a lot of other guys that can hit.
And Stanton wasn't even in the All-Star game. He was just there competing for the home run derby.
Right.
Which
and
he put on an absolute show.
Yes, he did. Corey Seager was in the All-Star game, but he barely played. One of the young guys for the Dodgers that's going to be a staple for the All-Star game. But it's the National League's got to do something, is getting some talent. And they have talent coming up through the system. They just got to start using them in the majors.
We'll see.
Yeah, see how they react. Let's go into sitting at the bar.
Talking to you, drunk and on the run. I'm sitting at a bar on the inside, waiting for my ride on the outside.
Who you sitting at the bar with?
In the trailer park, so I jacked the keys to her father's car and crashed that Chevrolet and then stepped away.
Who are you sitting at the bar?
Where did you find that little jingle from? That is hilarious.
The sitting at the bar?
Yeah.
Who's that singer of that song? I'll look it up for you. Why, you love the song?
The song is funky. Sitting at the bar. Who am I sitting at the bar with this week? I guess I'm sitting with John Jones and Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
Since they'll have plenty of time to get drunk with me and not have to worry about any consequences because we both know they're about, well, John Jones has been banned, right? Or he's not officially been banned for 2 years yet. He's
Not
about
yet.
to be banned. Brock Lesnar about to be banned. We got time to drink, man. You can tell me what y'all are taking. I won't tell anybody. But we know what John Jones was accused for, like an estrogen testosterone inhibitor or something to mask the effects or the show that you got extra testosterone in you. And for Brock Lesnar, I didn't see what he was.
It's
Call
rehab, by the way.
It's
Name of the
rehab.
band.
And well, these guys, they're going to need rehab. So I'm sitting with my two buddies, Brock, John Jones. Let's go.
Almost, and I think I mentioned to somebody, I was talking to somebody else about Brock. I wonder if he regrets fighting UFC 200 now. Because, listen, you're part-time WWE. We all know it's different than UFC. We know that. But they have to do testing a little bit different. WWE, trust me, WWE didn't want to come out with Roman Reigns failing a test for wellness. They didn't. But they had to. They didn't have a choice. Mm-hmm. Because you did it on Orton, you've done it on other athletes, you got to do it for him. Lesnar's not failed anything with WWE. So, I mean, and we talked about it on Monday's show, the inhaler thing we get, but then this second one comes up, and what was it for?
The same banned substance that he tested positive for the first time. So
it could still be the inhaler.
But there's something on the list. And
Right.
Most of these stimulants or these masking agents are, inhalants.
But yeah, and I know Hunt is the maddest about any of this. He's threatened to quit and everything else. Because
He feels some kind of way. I would feel some kind of way,
right,
too.
I would feel cheated.
Absolutely.
I get it. For me, I'm sitting at the bar with Jim Harbaugh. If you haven't seen the video, please watch it. It's pretty hype. It's pretty good. Especially if you're a Michigan Wolverine
How's the hook
fan.
go again? I'm about to turn that thing on for you.
Yeah, we'll play it a little bit. We'll play a second of it.
Jim Harbaugh trying to get some street cred.
Who's got it better than us, Michigan? Nobody! Who's got it better than us? Nobody!
Yeah, there you go.
Who's got it better than us?
Hey, I don't blame him. I think it's great.
Gotta-
And the team should be one of the top 5 teams in the
Got to reach
college
out to
football
the
this year.
kids somehow, man.
Absolutely, man. It works. Do it. If it works, do it. Let's go into Sunshine Players of the Week. Actually, 2 weeks. I actually got a pretty big list. I know you got a couple.
We got a few up here.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are pretty.
All right, who you got?
Let's start with Brad Keselowski. Did he win over the weekend? No, Matt Kenseth won this weekend. I'm sorry. Congratulations, Matt Kenseth. Joe Gibbs Racing. Let's show some love to Von Miller, of course, who got $70 million guaranteed. Again, that's just insane. Let's give a little love to who else I got? Let's give a little love to the French team, the French national team, of course, winning the UEFA Cup. I don't know if I gave them any love. We got to give them some love. And, of course, Portugal as well for winning without Ronaldo.
Absolutely.
Overhyped.
Don't be
He's
hating.
not. Huh?
Don't be hating.
I can't help it, man. They love that Ronaldo guy, and they won without him. Who else should we give some love to? I'd just rather give Sunshine Awards than anything else. That's all I can think of right now that's in my head.
All right, first one I got is Milos Raonic. He beat Roger Federer at Wimbledon last week. First time Federer was eliminated in semifinals ever. Then Giancarlo Stanton wins the 2016 Home Run Derby after beating Todd Frazier 20 home runs in the final round. He has 61 total. Huge. I talked about it a little bit earlier on the first show. Paul Tuckett, Red Sox slugger Chris Moreau won the AAA Home Run Derby. He hit 44 homers in 3 rounds. Steve Smith was his team captain, and Smith's charity is, of course, domestic violence. So he won a whopping $2,000.
Good for him.
I'm glad.
Hey, shoot, that's an extra
It's
2
something.
G's you didn't have before it started.
No,
Take
I
that
know.
money and
I
run.
UFC, speaking of money, UFC sold for $4 billion. The Fortetta brothers bought it for $2 million in 2002. What a profit! And they sold it at the right time, I think. I mean, who knows if you don't ever get more than that?
Oh, no. They'll
The
be great.
the most valuable franchise in sports is the Dallas Cowboys at 4.3, and we don't have a statue out front of our owner. Just pointing it out. Von Miller donates $25,000 to police and fire departments and buys a car for the police. He's got a lot more money to do that now. Phil Mickelson tied major championship record of round 63. Henrik Stenson wins the British Open, his first title, shoots a major record minus 20, a 63 on the final round. And last, Hanley Ramirez, career high, 6 RBIs and 3 homers versus the Giants.
And can we shout out the 10th year anniversary of the My Wish special? If y'all don't know about the My Wish thing they do on SportsCenter, you got to watch it, man.
Absolutely.
It's so heartfelt, man. Every time you hear that song, it's my wish. And you start to tear up because you know they're going to tell something about some tragic thing that's going on with some kid and how some sports hero is granting probably one of the last wishes that this child will have. So check that out, man.
Absolutely.
I love that segment.
It is always great for them to do that. Let's give a shout-out before I go into Bon Voyage in 2 words. Tim Duncan retires after 19 years. Where does he rank? Would you put him on the Mount Rushmore in the NBA history? Is he a top 4 player of all time?
If you're going to do it by position, because he doesn't have all the pizzazz and everything else, but
You don't need pizzazz.
I would put him up there. I would have to. The ultimate winner, great fundamentals, one of the best defenders of all time. And when he was in his prime, he was a dominant scorer. He could get 20, 25 every night for you. And 15 rebounds. Never complained. unless he were a referee and he didn't get a call. That's when he complained.
But one of the classiest guys to ever play
And-
on and off the court.
And 5-1 in NBA Finals.
So I'm going to put him. I'll put him on the list. You know who's not on the list? It's LeBron.
What?
I ain't got LeBron.
You ain't got LeBron in the room? He's in the room. He's in the room.
I don't know. I still ain't. I got Kobe above him.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Jordan, Russell, Kobe, and Duncan.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Kobe?
Yeah, you got to put Kobe above.
What? Kobe was the second fiddle to Shaq for 3 of them title runs.
Yeah, but 5-0 speaks better than 3 and 4.
He's 5-2. He's lost some finals.
Okay, 5-1, whatever. Still, hey, 1's better than 4. But we'll get there. We'll talk about that another show. Tim Duncan, much love, man. You know, great career. Everything has been great for what you've been doing. Let's get into 2 words.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya.
2 words this week. First and foremost, the fave that's going on right now, Pokemon Go.
Go away.
Are you hating that already? You like me?
Man, people are out here killing each other trying to catch these damn Pokemon. These Pokemon ain't putting no money in your pocket.
Did you see Central Park in New York?
What? Like, why are y'all out here? Oh, my God, I got to catch my Pokemon.
The Holocaust Museum. People are going in the Holocaust Museum trying to catch Pokemon. Another fade. Someday it'll be done. Max Kellerman replacing Skip Bayless on First Take.
Smart move.
Really? You like it?
I like that. I like Max Kellerman. Got a little vibe with him, man. Seemed like he's a pretty cool guy. I remember his days with HBO on, boxing, Saturday Night Boxing. That's where I first remember Max Kellerman from. I think he's going to do a good job, man.
It's a lot to see. Let's see. James Harden says the Warriors only have 1 ball.
Well, so do the Rockets, and the ball.
Ball hog.
Yeah.
That's all
Ball
I'm going to say
hog.
for him.
Ball. No D.
Thoughts on the ESPYs?
Good show.
Good show, and I want to give credit for them giving the award for the bravery award to that young kid that saved the 3 girls.
What was his name? Zach or
Zentavius?
Something.
Yeah, Zentavius. It is on our Facebook page as well. Redskins working out Jimmy Clausen.
Why not?
Who cares?
Don't they got Colt McCoy still? Y'all still got Colt McCoy. Y'all all right?
WWE draft.
Big fun. I think it was really fun for the fans. And it's a good move, man.
Spicing things up.
Yeah.
Beckham Jr. saying Josh Norman joined the NFC East to remain relevant.
Shade thrown.
Stop your bickering. Ty Lawson feels he has overlooked the NBA free agency. He says there's a big misconception he's drunk all day.
I don't think it's a misconception. Weak defense. Because you've been arrested a ton for being drunk.
Listen to others. I know it's 3.
If Ty really wants to resurrect his career and get a chance to get paid, he needs to go to like a contender, help a contender win a title, and be like a clog. Like this guy came off the bench and just did whatever we needed, and show his skills, and he can get a contract again.
I got a perfect place for you right now. Call Cleveland. You need to call LeBron. Be a backup for Kyrie. I mean, who else is the backup?
They got Mo Will. But
Mo Williams is retiring, supposedly. So why not? Call LeBron and say, hey, man, I'll help you out. You help me out. Work your way.
sign him to Clutch Sports and
Right.
get some more money off of him.
You could do it. Why
But
not?
that would be the best thing for Ty Lawson, I believe.
WWE being sued by former wrestlers for head injuries.
Get money. those older wrestlers think they ain't getting the marketing chances and the money that this new generation is getting. You know, Jimmy Snuka didn't have any T-shirts out he was selling. Same with Animal from the Road Warriors, and the Road Warriors were huge back in the. And Mr. Wonderful was on every week. We wanted to see Mr. Wonderful pile drive somebody through the mat when he was out there.
Which is kind of ironic. The guy that did the pile driver is asking for money now.
Because he been pile driving too much.
I mean, it's kind of ironic. You're asking for money from the WWE when, yeah, okay. But, you know, come on, man. That's all I'm going to say. Come on, man. I mean, you know when you get involved in this sport, in wrestling, it's the same as football or any other contact. You know what's going to happen, what you signed up for.
Well, and they saw the old NFL retired players get paid.
So they want to get paid.
They want to get paid.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Why not?
All right, let's go into Bon Voyage.
Bon voyage. Hey, hey.
This week's Bon Voyage, you got any goodbyes?
Of course, to this week's episodes of BSS Carolinas. Always catch us everywhere. iTunes, iHeart, Spreaker, Stitcher, Facebook page, BSS.com. Wherever you could think of, we are at, man. And again, thank you for watching the show, tuning in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, and spread the word as much as you can. Matt Harvey is undergoing season-ending shoulder surgery. He's out. We already.
I thought it was his back.
Yep, this is back. Tim Duncan retires. One band we didn't talk about, Misha Tate, receives a 6-month medical suspension.
Oh, for her nose?
Yep.
Her nose was destroyed.
49ers Aaron Lynch suspended first 4 games of 2016 seasons for violating league substance abuse policy. It seems like there's a bunch of suspensions. Bills Carlos Williams suspended first 4 games of the season for violating league abuse policy. Dodgers Trace Thompson goes on the DL with a bad back. Hey Ryu goes on the DL for the Dodgers. Last but not least, Kershaw will probably be on the DL soon. So there you go. Former Eagles D-line Marion Campbell dies at age 87, won 1960 NFL championship with the Eagles, coached the Eagles from 83-85 before Buddy Ryan. Minnesota Twins fired GM Terry Ryan, replaced him with assistant Rob Anthony. Offensive tackle Eugene Monroe is retiring, was released by the Ravens after marijuana advocate or whatever. Jason Terry released by the Rockets. And last but not least, the Brad Richards retires from the NHL.
And let's not forget, Charles Peanut Tillman officially hung up his cleats. And if you haven't seen the little video he did, it showed that he was retiring. It's pretty sick.
He did a video?
He did a little video at the end. You know, he punches this time sheet for the final time and hangs his cleats up on the punch clock. And then close the video.
That's the way to go out. More people should do, I mean.
Be creative about it. You know, Jared, Allen. Yeah, Jared Allen. You know, he came out on Twitter. He had his cowboy hat on and stuff. So be creative. Have fun with it.
Might as well. All these college kids or high school kids are doing it.
Right.
Might as well do something like that. All right, you got anything else?
Always, sports is life.
And don't forget, you can catch us everywhere. Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and follow us on Twitter at BSS Carolinas. Thank you, Attitude Broadcasting, for
another beautiful production. The best production company in the world.
Absolutely.
Southeast.
Catch us later.